The only light in the room came from the TV screen, muted, flickering images of a late-night game I was not watching. My eyes were locked on the door, my ears tuned to every creak in the house, every passing car. I had not moved in over an hour. Just waiting. Breathing slow. My right hand gripped the remote, but my thumb had not clicked a single button. The time glowed on the cable box, 1:52 a.m. She was not home. Jenna always came back by midnight. That was our deal. Not a spoken rule, but a rhythm we never broke. Until now. She left the house at 6:42 p.m. Sharp. I remember the exact time because she kissed me on the cheek, said she was meeting Mandy and the girls for dinner and drinks, and I watched her walk out the door in that red sundress. The red one. The one with the open back and the slit on the side. The one I bought her 2 years ago after our trip to Napa, when she laughed in the fitting room mirror and told me she felt like she could burn down cities in it. She had not worn that dress in over a year. She was not wearing it for Mandy. Her perfume lingered long after she left, some new scent I did not recognize. Vanilla and something sharp. Not the usual coconut amber crap she spritzed on her neck. And when she closed the door behind her, I did not feel good. I did not feel anything. Just the static hum under my skin, like I was supposed to know something but did not have the right language yet. The first hour passed. I played some dumb shooter game online. My kill-death ratio was crap. The second hour I ordered takeout and barely touched it. By the third hour I stopped pretending I was not worried. Or suspicious. At 11:37 I texted her. "You alright?" No reply. At 12:18 I called her. Straight to voicemail. At 12:54 I called again. Same. Dead. Now it was nearly 2 a.m. and my jaw felt like a steel vise from how hard I was clenching it. I chewed the inside of my cheek raw without realizing. I was just about to get in my car and start driving, not even sure where, when the door finally opened. She stepped in. Calm. No apology on her face. No panic. Just walked in like it was 8 p.m., and she'd come home from yoga. Her hair was messed up. Not windblown. Not ruffled. Messed up. Her eyeliner smudged a bit under one eye. Lipstick gone. No heels. Just her bare feet holding them in one hand. I stood up slowly. She froze when she saw me standing there in the dark. "Oh," she said, blinking. "Did not think you'd still be up." Then casually, "Phone died." Phone died. 2 words. That's all she had. She walked past me, dropped her keys on the counter like she had not just vanished for hours with no explanation. I did not say anything. Not yet. My mind was racing, but my body stayed still. "Let me charge it," I said. Calm. Too calm. "Need to order food. I'm starving." She hesitated, not even a full second, but enough for me to catch it. Her arm moved slow as she reached into her purse and handed over the phone. Dead. I plugged it in next to the couch and sat back down. She grabbed a water bottle and disappeared into the bathroom. When she came back, I was staring at the black screen of her iPhone waiting. And at exactly 2:03 a.m. it lit up in my hand. Not a message. Not an email. A FaceTime call. Name on the screen. Chris Jim Flex Biceps Fire. I did not answer it. My hand just locked up around the phone. She froze in the doorway. IS locked on the screen. I looked at her. She did not even try to lie. Did not scream. Did not cry. Did not ask who the hell I thought I was for checking her phone. She just stared at me for a long moment, then said the most unbelievable thing I've ever heard. "I guess you know now. That's it." Like we were talking about burnt toast or some forgotten appointment. I stood up. My knees actually buckled a little. The blood was rushing so hard in my ears I thought I was gonna pass out. "You guess I know?" I said. My voice cracked. She did not flinch. "He means nothing," she added, shrugging. "It was just a hookup." A hookup. Just like that. Like we were discussing weather patterns. "You told me your phone died." "Yes," she said with a twisted little smirk. It did. Then it did not. I swear to God, in that second I stopped feeling like a human being. The walls felt like they were closing in. My body was moving, walking past her, grabbing my keys, heading out the door, but my brain was not caught up yet. I drove around for 3 hours. No music. No destination. Just rage, betrayal, and the image of her standing there barefoot, uncaring, while some guy named Chris Jim flexed biceps, fire FaceTimed the phone she swore had been dead. And that was not even the worst part. The worst part came the next day. I did not sleep. I did not even go home. I parked in some gas station lot at 5 a.m., sat in my car watching delivery trucks roll by, replaying everything over and over like some kind of slow-motion horror film. Her voice echoing in my head. It was just a hookup. Like I had asked her about a drink order. Like 7 years of my life meant ****ing, nothing like the nights we stayed up watching trash TV, the plans we made, the goddamn house we painted together. It all belonged to a different movie, and I was the idiot stuck watching reruns at 7:20 a.m. I finally pulled into her driveway. The house looked exactly the same, but it felt radioactive. She was in the kitchen making coffee. Calm hair tied up, wearing my old hoodie like it was any other Sunday morning. I walked and said nothing, just stared. "Oh, good," she said, smiling like nothing happened. "You're back. No apology. No explanation. No guilt." I did not even sit down. I just said it straight. "Who the F** is Chris?" She did not look surprised. She did not even blink. "Just a guy from the gym." "Just a guy. Were you with him last night?" She sipped her coffee before answering. Sipped like she needed a second to enjoy the flavor before ruining my entire existence again. "Yeah, we hung out. It was not that serious." I felt like the floor dropped out from under me. My stomach turned so hard. I thought I was going to be sick right there in the kitchen. "You told me you were with Mandy," I said slowly. "You lied? You kissed me goodbye and lied." That smirk came back, that **ing smirk ***. "Oh my God! Are you really going to start crying?" She said it's not like I'm in love with him. It was just fun. You do not get to act like a victim. A switch flipped inside me. I slammed my hand against the counter. The mug rattled. "You cheated on me. You broke everything. You lied to my face and let me think I was going insane. And do you know what she did?" She rolled her eyes. "I cheated because I was bored," she said flatly, "because you were always working, because you've been boring for months, because I wanted to feel wanted." I could not believe what I was hearing. "Oh, so it's my fault," I said. "I work to keep us afloat. I've been busting my ass while you post Instagram stories and talk about how drained you are from selling ******* candles." She shrugged. "Maybe you should have paid more attention to me instead of spreadsheets." I actually laughed at that point. Not because it was funny, but because my body did not know how else to react to the absurdity. And then she delivered the bomb. "I'm not sorry. I do not regret it," she said. "And honestly, I've been seeing him for a few weeks. We did not just hook up. I've stayed the night at his place. That's where I was last weekend when I said I was with my mom. We stayed the night multiple times." She looked at me like she wanted me to say something, to beg, maybe to yell more, but I did not. I just stared at her like she was a stranger in my house, wearing my hoodie, making coffee with the creamer I bought last week. That was the moment I knew I was done. But of course it was not that easy. She had one more twisted card to play, one more move to burn it all down. And that came later that same night. You want to know what betrayal smells like? It smells like caramel hazelnut coffee on a Sunday morning. And that's where this war really began. It took me all of 5 minutes to decide I was leaving after her little coffee-sipping monologue. I walked upstairs and packed a bag, 3 shirts, a pair of jeans, a hoodie, and my laptop. I left the framed photo of us in Italy face down on the dresser. Not because I was being poetic, but because I physically could not look at it per face. My face, that version of us that never existed. As I walked out the bedroom door, she called up the stairs without turning around. Take your charger. You always forget that when you storm off, she was humming like this was AF asterisk, 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 ing romantic comedy. And we were in the third act where everything works itself out. I did not respond. I walked out and slammed the front door so hard the windows rattled. That was the first real sound that made her shut up. I stayed at my buddy Jason's place that night, told him what happened. He tried to play it cool, tried not to get involved. But when I showed him the FaceTime call from Chris, Jim flexed biceps fire and read the transcript of what she told me in the kitchen, he just said, Jesus man, she's gone full psycho. He handed me a beer and we did not say much after that. But the real nuclear detonation came around 11:30 p.m. I had just gotten out of the shower, sat down on Jason's couch and glanced at my phone. One new notification from Jenna. Hey, thought you might want this since you re so into truth now. Attached was a screenshot. It was a message from her to him, to Chris, Jim flex biceps fire. She did not realize she included his reply in the screenshot too, and that's where everything spiraled. Jenna 9:12 p.m. He knows, found out last night. I told him this morning. I think we redone Chris 9:16 p.m. El Mayo. Wow. That was fast. Guess I'm single again. To my girl, found your earrings. **T's getting messy? Jenna 9:17 p.m. Wait, what? You did not tell her yet. Chris 9:18 p.m. Nah, you said we were just having fun. Did not think it was serious. Calm down. I sat there staring at that screen, barely able to breathe. He had a girlfriend. She knew, she f asterisk asterisk asterisk. ING knew, and she still kept going back, still went to his place, still stayed the night, still told me she was with her mom or Mandy or anyone else she could name without stuttering, and now she was the one caught in his lie. The fun was crashing down around both of them. I was not the only one betrayed. I was not even the only one used. But you know the part that truly shattered me. She sent that screenshot to me on purpose. She wanted me to see it. Why not to apologize, not to come clean, not even out of shame? She wanted to hurt me, twist the knife. I called her. Do not ask me why. I needed to hear her voice. I needed some kind of explanation. She answered on the third ring, sounded out of breath, music in the background. Yeah, what the f asterisk 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 is wrong with you? I asked. She chuckled. You always said you hated secrets. She said, I figured you'd appreciate the honesty. You knew he had a girlfriend, not a first. She lied immediately, instinctively. But once I found out, I did not care. Jesus Christ. No, not him. Just me. She said, look, if you were going to cry about it again. Do not, I'm over it. You left. I sent the truth. That's it. That's it. That's it. Like the entire collapse of our relationship was just paperwork. Like I was a box. She finally unchecked after months of waiting. I hung up without saying another word. My hands were shaking so badly. I dropped my phone on the couch. Jason walked in a few minutes later and found me staring at the ceiling. Like I was trying to rip a hole in it with my eyes. You all right? No. I was not. I still am not. But that night something in me clicked. I was not going to beg. I was not going to scream or cry into the night like a broken sitcom husband. No, I was going to burn every bridge she built on my back, and it started with one move. A simple, devastating move. She never saw coming. The next morning, I woke up to 3 unread messages and a Venmo request from Jenna. The messages: need to talk. You left the Roku remote. Also, I want the air fryer, and the Venmo request. $72.50 description. My half of the couple's massage you bailed on, smiley face. That's when I knew this was not just betrayal. This was war, and I do not mean war in the dramatic, we re-fighting for our love kind of way. I mean scorched earth, glass shattered underfoot, hearts do not grow back here kind of war. She was taunting me now, toying with me like this whole thing was not a gut-wrenching implosion of a 7-year relationship, but some kind of game she thought she was winning. But what she did not know was that I had a nuke in my pocket, and it was named Rachel. Now Rachel was not my mistress. I'm not Jenna. I never crossed that line. Rachel was Chris Jim's girlfriend. You remember Chris? Mr. Flex Biceps Fire. Well, he was stupid enough to let his Instagram profile stay public, and Jenna once tagged him in a funny gym meme a few weeks back. So while she was busy Venmo requesting me for aromatherapy, I was scrolling through his tagged photos, and there she was, Rachel M. Blonde big smile yoga teacher, whole page full of inspirational quotes, and sunset handstands and protein smoothie bowls. And one particular post captioned 3 years with you. My person red heart #FitLove dated 2 weeks ago featured none other than Chris Jim Flex Biceps Fire himself, shirtless, smiling like a golden retriever who just cheated on his girlfriend in his own apartment. I sent her a message, plain simple. Hey Rachel, I do not know you, but I think we have something in common. I was married to Jenna. You re-dating Chris. I think we should talk. She saw it within minutes, and when she replied, she sent me a photo. It was of Jenna's earrings laying on her bathroom counter next to Rachel's toothbrush. She left these in my house. Boom. Instant alliance. We got on a call that night. 30 minutes of traded stories, screenshots, timelines. It was like assembling a murder board. She had her suspicions for weeks. The sudden late gym sessions. The new cologne. The weird excuses about his cousin's dog being sick when she asked about weekend plans when she confronted him after finding the earrings. He gaslit the hell out of her, said they belonged to his sister. Rachel does not even have ears pierced. She knew. So when I reached out, that was the matchstick. I want him to feel everything she said to me. Same, I said. And so we planned first move. The post Rachel had a private IG, but she made one public just for this photo of the earrings, captioned, "When your boyfriend cheats with a married woman and gaslights, both of you. Here's you're just a hookup, Chris." She left these in my bathroom while I was visiting my mom. Hope your Flex Biceps Fire gets burned. It went up at 8:02 p.m. Tag a Chris Chief. He tried to report it. She had the receipts. It stayed up. His gym buddies roasted him. Mutual friends blocked him. Jenna. Oh, Jenna blew my phone up. 12 missed calls. 14 texts. The first one was WTF. Did you do? The next was take the downright F *****ing now by message number 9. She switched tactics. This is not you. You read being cruel by number 12. I miss you. Please just talk to me. Oh, now she wanted to talk. I stared at that message for a full 5 minutes. No music. No noise. Just the soft buzz of a liar panicking. And then I did the coldest thing I've ever done in my life. I replied, "I'm busy watching Taken. You know, the movie about a guy getting back everything that was stolen from him," and I muted the thread. But it was not over. Not by a long shot, because I still had not told her about the email, or what I sent to her job. Yeah. You thought the earrings were bad. Let's rewind for a second. Before all this exploded into Instagram nukes and sabotaged relationships, Jenna used to brag about one thing more than anything else in her life. Her job. She worked at a bougie little boutique candle shop called Lumos and WIC. Yes, that's the real name. The kind of place that sells a 6 ounces jar labeled Moonlit Forest Regret for $38 and pretends it's not just eucalyptus and pine. Jenna loved it. Called herself a scent stylist. Used phrases like curating emotional environments. Whatever. The point is, that was her ego. She lived for it. Posted those cringy boomerang clips of her lighting test candles and sipping cold brew in front of the display shelf like she was curing cancer in there. Her manager, Trina, was her mentor. Her second mother. Jenna once told me if I ever mess things up there, I'll literally die. So guess what I found? A company tablet she brought home 3 weeks ago. Said she was updating their Scent Archive app or some nonsense. Forgot to take it back. Still logged in? I was not looking for anything at first. I just wanted to see if she was dumb enough to message Chris Jim Flex Biceps Fire on the company device. Turns out she was, and not just dumb. Sloppy. Bold. Stupid. They had email chains. Notes. Plans. Apparently she met him at the store. He came in asking about woodsy colognes for his girl. She gave him a sample and her number. Charming, right? Even worse, she used the company email to flirt with him. Like this, Jim. Still think of how you smelled when you walked in last week. That mix of cedar and sweat was unfair. LOL. I nearly threw up on the spot. Oh, and one thread. She scheduled a lunch break hookup with him while covering for Trina. I did not have to dig further. I downloaded everything. Took screenshots. Packaged it nice and tight. Wrote a professional-sounding email with a burner account. Sent it directly to Trina. Jenna's beloved manager, the keeper of the Lavender Lace Temple. Subject line. Employee conduct confidential. Body. Apologies for the anonymity, but this concerns someone on your team. Jenna last name has been using company property to engage in personal and inappropriate correspondence, including leveraging her schedule for personal affairs during work hours. Attached are emails and screenshots that speak for themselves. I do recommend a review of the work tablet currently in her possession. I do not seek revenge. I seek truth. You deserve to know who represents your brand. I send it at 9:45 a.m. on a Monday. Jenna had an 11 a.m. shift at 10:27. I got a text from her. No words. Just what the F asterisk. Did you do at 10:33 another? Trina suspended me. Are you serious right now? By 10:35. You were ruining my life. And that S when I knew I'd hit the core. I did not reply. I was adjacent as eating a breakfast burrito feeling more peace than I had in weeks. She tried calling again. I let it ring out. I knew she'd leave a voicemail. She always did when she was panicking, and she did. You think this is justice. You think you're some hero. You're pathetic. You could not satisfy me, and now you're playing schoolyard revenge games. Grow up. You're embarrassing yourself. That last line. That S what finally snapped the last thread of sympathy I had for her. Any doubt I had about being too harsh or going too far gone forever. She was not sorry. She was not scared. She was not even human anymore. Just a snake stuck in a mirror hissing at its own reflection. That night I got a DM from a different employee at the store. Someone named Kayla. We'd met once at a staff party. Hey, not taking sides or anything. But Trina's pissed. Jenna's probably fired by the end of the week. Whatever went down. I hope you're okay for what it's worth. A lot of us saw the way she talked to you. You deserve better. That message that one hit because for the first time in this whole mess. I was not crazy. I was not the boring husband. I was not overreacting. I was right. But the story is not done yet. You see, Jenna had one more meltdown in her one last play that made everything even messier. She did not just go down in flames. She tried to take someone else with her. 3 days after she got suspended from Lumos and WIC. Jenna officially got the axe. I did not even have to confirm it. Her silence said it all. No rants. No text blizzards. No passive-aggressive memes in her stories. Just avoid until Thursday. Jason and I were grabbing lunch at the food court in the mall. Do not judge. We wanted Sparrow and nostalgia when I saw her. No warning. No build-up. Just boom. There she was. Red hoodie. Hair in a rushed bun. Face bare. No makeup. Something I'd never seen in public before. She looked rough. I was puffy like she'd been crying or not sleeping. She did not notice me right away. But I saw who she was yelling at. Trina right there in the middle of the candle store just beyond the glass. Jenna had cornered her customers were watching, trying to pretend they were not pretending to shop. Trina ever stood with her arms crossed while Jenna waved her hands like she was conducting a breakdown. I could not hear every word, but I caught enough as we moved closer. You did not even give me a chance to explain. This is harassment. Trina. You do not just destroy someone's career over one mistake. He set me up. He crazy. You know how manipulative he is that he was me. I watched from a safe distance, stunned, biting into a slice of greasy mall pizza while my ex-wife tried to rewrite history in real time. Trina finally cut her off loud enough for everyone to hear. You cheated on your husband, Jenna. During store hours you used our email, our equipment, and lied about it. You embarrass me. You embarrass this team. You redone here. Jenna snapped, and I mean snapped. She picked up a display candle, some overpriced soy lavender nonsense, and launched it at the counter. It shattered, shards flew. People guessed a woman backed into a shelf and knocked over 3 diffuser bottles. Security was called and Jenna. She stormed out. Did not even look at me. Did not even realize I was standing 15 feet away watching the entire implosion like it was the final act of a play. I never bought a ticket for that, should have been the end. But nope, because about 45 minutes later, as we were driving back to Jason's, I get a notification, a new Instagram story posted by Jenna. I knew better than to check, but I did. Of course I did. It was a selfie, eyes red, face blotchy, fake crying, captioned, "I gave everything to people who just used me. I made one mistake and now I'm the villain. But go off, everyone. Enjoy your little cancel party. I hope karma rips your ing faces off." Oh my God! She was not sorry. She was not even self-aware. She was putting on a show, playing the victim to her 1,200 followers, half of whom probably had no idea what was even happening, and just assumed someone stole her almond milk latte. So I did something I had not done the entire time. I posted back just a simple text story. The candle shattered the lies, did not. I'm free, and I tagged her. Let the world connect the dots. A few hours later, Rachel DM'd me. I wish I could have seen her face. Legendary move that night. I blocked Jenna everywhere, not out of anger, just for peace, because watching someone set themselves on fire and scream for sympathy while holding the matchbox gets exhausting. And guess what? That peace, it finally started to feel real. No more 2 a.m. FaceTime calls. No more laughing that was not meant for me. No more red dresses walking out the door while I sat there like a clueless background character in her twisted story. But if you think that's the end, not quite yet, because 2 weeks later she showed up at my door uninvited. It had been 2 weeks since the meltdown at the mall. 2 weeks of total silence. No texts, no calls, no weird Instagram quotes about betrayal and rising from ashes. I had started to think that maybe, just maybe, Jenna had finally gotten the message that the fire was out, that she'd moved on to tormenting someone else, preferably far away from me. I was wrong. It was a Thursday late, almost 11 p.m. I'd just gotten out of the shower, still drying my hair, and my phone buzzed with a security alert: motion detected front porch. I figured it was Amazon or a neighborhood cat. It was not. I opened the door and froze. There she was. Jenna, standing barefoot in an oversized hoodie, my mascara smudged, holding a small cardboard box like it was a baby bird. Her eyes were wild, glassy but dry. She did not look drunk. She looked unhinged, and all I could think was what the actual F***. Hey, she said, voice soft. Too soft. The kind of soft that usually came before lies. I did not move. Why are you here? I just wanted to talk. You standing on the porch of the man you humiliated, cheated on, and tried to blame for ruining your life, and my clothes with AF******. IMG box like this is some rom-com epilogue. Her smile cracked at that. She exhaled, shaky, like she thought this would go differently. I brought your stuff, she said, holding out the box. I did not take it. Inside I could see a tangled pair of headphones, a mug I had not missed, and the chain bracelet I wore on our honeymoon. She clearly threw it together in under 5 minutes. Just enough items to say I tried. You could have mailed that. I wanted to see you. Why? My tone snapped so you can drop more guilt bombs. Crying my doorway until I let you inside again. Jenna. I've seen this movie. I know every goddamn line. Her face twisted like I'd hit a nerve. I did not come here to fight. Then what did you come for? She hesitated. Looked down at the box, back up at me. I thought maybe we could talk like really talk. I laughed bitter and loud. Oh, now you want to talk after blowing up my life sleeping with a guy who had a girlfriend, tanking your job and putting on a full-blown Shakespeare meltdown in the mall. Now you want to talk. People make mistakes, she said, stepping forward. I stepped back. You made a pattern, not a mistake. There's a difference. You planned those nights. You lied to my face. You came home reeking of him and had the audacity to tell me your phone died. She started crying then, or trying to. The tears came slow, one at a time, like she was not even convinced she believed in them. I did not expect him to mean anything. I did not mean to hurt you, she whispered. Spare me. Why are you being so cold? That was the final straw. I exploded cold. You let the F*******. I am G house on fire. Jenna. You shattered everything we built like it was a goddamn scented candle, and now you want me to offer you a blanket. You did not just cheat. You disrespected me. You mocked me. You used me. She flinched at that last part because it was true, and deep down, I think she knew it. I pointed at the box. Leave that and leave. But I stepped forward this time, leave for once. She did not argue. She looked down, set the box on the porch like it weighed 1,000 pounds, and turned, walked down the steps slowly like the ground. It was just like the door itself was judging her when she got to the bottom. She looked back. You really not going to forgive me? No, I said, dead in the eyes, because you not sorry. You just alone. That was it. She got in her car, backed out, and drove off into the night. I stood there in the doorway for a long time, staring at that dumb little box like it was some cursed object from a horror movie. Eventually I picked it up, dumped it straight into the trash, and shut the door. Hard. But this time it was not from rage. Or at least I thought it was, because 3 days later I got a message from someone new, and it dragged Jenna's name through one final mud pee. T. Was Sunday morning, just shy of 10 a.m. I was making pancakes in Jason's kitchen. The Bluetooth speaker humming some old Red Hot Chili Peppers track, when my phone buzzed. Instagram DM from someone I did not recognize, username at m_the_truth-sayer, profile photo a blurry pic of a dog. I was about to ignore it, figured it was another scam account trying to sell me fake crypto or feed pics for your revenge needs. But the preview message caught my eye. Hey. I do not know you, but I know her. I think you need to see this. That one sentence instant ice down my spine. I opened the message, heart rate doubling before I even finished reading. I dated Jenna, sort of, not sure what to call it. Let's just say she did not tell me you existed, or Chris, or that she was married. Attached was a screenshot. Jenna's profile, mid-2024. Flirty DMs, familiar tone. But here's the part that knocked the air out of my lungs. Timestamp 6 months ago, while we were still together, while she was supposedly pulling back to work on herself. So now we had Chris, gym, flex, biceps, fire. The guy she FaceTimed at 2 a.m. Plus this new woman, Emily, who was clearly blindsided. Plus me, the husband, playing therapist to a lying actress in a red sundress. The kicker, Emily lived in Portland. Jenna had told me she was visiting a cousin there during a solo trip in October. Even brought me back a bag of locally roasted coffee, like she'd just been journaling in cozy cafes the whole time. Turns out she was journaling. All right. Probably between sessions. I replied instantly. Wait. She dated you, like, romantically? Emily. Yeah. We met online. She told me she was single. Said her last relationship ended because he stopped caring. We went on 3 dates, slept together once. My jaw hit the floor. Did she mention me at all? Emily. Not until our last convo. She ghosted me, then texted out of the blue saying she had complicated things at home, and could not see me anymore. I did not know she was married until I found your story through a mutual friend who saw your post after the candle shop drama. Let that sink in. This girl, sweet, chill, smart. Her profile said she worked in nonprofit, was just collateral in Jenna's tornado of deception. She had not even been angry when she messaged me. She just wanted me to know, and I did too much. I thanked her, told her she did not deserve any of that mess, and she said something that stuck. You read not the only one she used, but you read the only one she tried to erase after the call. I sat there with my untouched pancakes and a rage that felt cold. Not hot anymore. Not fiery. Cold like stone, like truth, because this was not just cheating. This was not a mistake. This was a calculated, habitual campaign of emotional fraud. A woman who wore loyalty like a costume and tossed it aside the second it wrinkled, and I got help me once believed she was my best friend. No, she was a con artist with good perfume. Jason came into the kitchen. You look like you just saw a ghost. Worse, I muttered. I saw her trail of bodies. He sat down slowly. What now? I shrugged. I think I just move on, and for the first time I meant it. No more inboxes. No more rage-fueled plans. No more stalking her socials. No more wondering if she'd ever wake up and feel guilt because she would not. She did not lose me. She threw me away, and now for the first time in months I finally understood. I was free, but because life loves irony, 2 days later I got one more letter. A real one in the mail, handwritten, no return address. Guess who the envelope was playing? No name. No stamp. Just my address written in that curly-ass handwriting I used to recognize on birthday cards, love notes, and grocery lists stuck to our fridge. I stared at it like it was a live grenade. Jason found it first, tucked halfway under our doormat like it had been placed, not mailed. He handed it to me with a single raised eyebrow. She's unhinged. I muttered. He did not disagree. I opened it. One folded page. No dear. No hi. No greeting. Just a sharp slant of ink and the unmistakable scent of one of those ridiculous boutique candles. She always wore like armor, probably burnt rosewood or tears of narcissus. And then I started reading. You think you know the whole story, but you do not. You never saw me. Not really. You were obsessed with your routine. Your work, your idea of me. I needed more than spreadsheets and predictable dinners. I needed to feel something. Anything. And yeah, I messed up. I never claimed to be perfect. But do not act like you did not contribute to this. You pulled away first. You made it easy. Chris was just a reaction. Emily was a phase, but you and me were real. You can pretend you re above it all, post your little captions. Play the victim. Fine. But deep down you know this. You miss me. No one else will ever know you the way I did. And no one else will ever get to that last line. And no one else will ever get to it. Hit me like AF asterisk asterisk asterisk. ING death threat wrapped in perfume, like she was proud, like destroying our marriage was intimate, like betrayal was her twisted version of bonding. She did not apologize. Not once. She did not own it. She weaponized it. This was not a letter of closure. It was a power play. Her final move to remind me that she'd always be in my head no matter how far I ran, and for a second, a tiny second, it almost worked, almost, because here's the thing. She was right. She did know me better than anyone else ever had. But what she did not understand, that version of me does not exist anymore. She buried him. He died somewhere between the first lie and the last time she looked me in the eyes and called me boring. I took the letter out to the balcony, lit it with a grill lighter. Watched it burn corner to corner, curling into ash and fluttering off the edge like a paper ghost. And with that, I did not just let her go. I erased her. No more stories. No more screenshot at receipts. No more Jenna. Just silence. Peace. And the knowledge that sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is nothing at all. But here's the wildest part. She was not done, because part 10, the final piece of this F*** ed up saga, is not about her. It's about someone else who reached out, someone I never expected to hear from, and what he told me blew the goddamn roof off. I did not think anything could surprise me anymore. Not after Jenna's small meltdown. Not after the Instagram expose. Not after the letter that practically dripped with delusion and unlit matches. But then he showed up, or rather he messaged me. Chris. Jim flex biceps fire. The FaceTime phantom. The cologne-drenched wrecking ball. The dude who unknowingly blew my life apart at 2:03 a.m. on a Friday night while probably shirtless and flexing in a mirror. It happened on a Tuesday 6:47 p.m. I was scrolling Reddit, reading about someone else's relationship apocalypse for once, when a message came through my Instagram requests folder. Hey man. You do not know me, but I think we've both been at over by the same woman. No greeting. No emojis. Just that. First I thought it was bait. But when I clicked the profile and saw the gym selfies, the protein shake endorsements, the exact same face from that infamous 2 a.m. FaceTime, I knew it was him. I stared at the screen for a good 10 minutes before I replied. "UV got some F******, and you nerve." His response came fast. "Yeah, I deserve that. But if you hear me out. I think you want to know the full story." I agreed to a call mostly because curiosity was eating me alive. His voice was deeper than I expected. Nervous. Not the cocky, overconfident D******. I'd imagined smashing protein bars while laughing about how he stole someone's wife. "Look," he started. I did not know she was married. I swear to God. I did not respond. I wanted him to feel the silence. She told me she'd just gotten out of something long, said it was toxic, controlling, that her ex was emotionally unavailable and boring. I thought she was single. Honestly. She sold it really well. "Did you fall for her?" asked. He hesitated. Then. "Yeah, I did." That part hurt more than I expected. I was not trying to steal anyone's wife. He continued, "When I found out, I ended it. I swear she got weird after that. Obsessive, started showing up at my apartment late once at like 1 a.m. crying, asking why I did not fight for her." I scoffed. "That's her playbook." Chris laughed softly. Regretful. "He lied to both of us, man. And to that girl, Emily, too. You were not the only one left bleeding." He paused. Then added something I did not expect. "I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I know it does not fix S.H. *T. But I mean it. If I could take it back, I would." I did not forgive him, not fully, but I believed him. And then he told me the final twist. "She's been reaching out to me again," he said still. "Yup. After everything, even after the IG post after the Rachel fallout. Just last week. She texted me at midnight." "What did she say?" He cleared his throat and read it aloud. "I know I messed up, but no one made me feel the way you did. You saw me. Not like him. Not like any of them." I closed my eyes. Same script. Different actor. "She said that to me once?" I muttered. "I figured," Chris said. "She's not just toxic. She's a pattern, a routine, destruction on repeat." We talked for a while longer. Not friends, not enemies, just survivors of the same storm. Two guys with nothing left to lose from honesty. Before we ended the call, he asked me something. "You think she'll ever stop?" "No," I said, "but I will." That night, I sat on the edge of the bed and really looked at my life. What I had left. What I escaped. What I refused to carry forward. Jenna. She was a storm that looked like sunlight. But me. I was done being the shelter for her chaos. So here I am. Single. Healing. Sleeping without checking if the other side of the bed is cold. I do not have all the answers. I'm not over it in the Hollywood sense, but I'm not haunted anymore. And that is something. To anyone reading this going through something similar, do not wait for an apology from someone who feeds off your pain. Do not look for closure in the same place that broke you. And most importantly, do not accept ashes and perfume and twisted letters as love. Love does not lie. Love does not cheat. Love does not gaslight and rewrite. Love shows up and stays. Jenna did not. And that's how I finally knew. She was never love. She was the lesson.